two. Check one, check two. Mic check, mic check. Got the audio.
Well, nothing's connected though.
Oh, I thought maybe that
No.
was it. I didn't know what else was.
No, I got it away.
Oh, okay.
They're only on this side. This is the old one.
Yeah, I know, but
On the new one.
should be enough room.
We'll get her going.
Okay.
It's not up here though. So what is it? Turtle Beach. We'll try this.
Check, check, check one.
Okay, so Zach, we can. So what is
Hockey. Home opener. East Central Senior Hockey League. Tonight we'll face off against the Forestburg Flyers. The starting goalies for Forestburg, number 51, Brendan Davis. For your Rustlers, number 49, Nolan Goodlands. On a more serious note, recently, the Rustlers lost a player, teammate, and good friend. Tonight, we ask for a moment of silence in remembrance of Brendan Davis. Thank you. Tonight, on the blue line with the Rustlers, please welcome tonight, Smellers. Giving your U17 bicep. Favorite hockey team, the Oilers and Coyote. Matthew Kachuk is his favorite NHL player. Jason's favorite wrestler is Nat Todd, will be playing. Jason's ideal pregame meal is spaghetti, like his dad, he has great time. He likes to practice making goals with his two brothers and sister. We welcome Belarus. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miss Roger Wainwright. Steve Corey will be welcoming the puck tonight for ceremony ECSHL. Raised in Northern Mexico on a small town, actually grew up with strong work ethic and a deep love of Western lifestyle. When she's not serving as an ambassador for rodeo, Ashley's work in the oil and gas industry, balancing her career with passion for rodeo and community involvement in youth sports. On behalf of Miss Rodeo Wainwright, we wish you team the best of luck tonight, and may the game be strong on the spirit of the West. I'd like to call on Captain Forestburg. At the Rustlers, local player, Steve Wrestler, has competed in both ECSHL and CFR. We call upon time out. You Ashley. That this time is not as a table team, and perhaps for the playing of all Canada.
Good evening, Rustlers fans, and welcome to another season of Wainwright Rustlers hockey as we're set to kick off the home opener for the Wainwright Rustlers in the 2024-25 season. Some new faces on the Rustlers squad on the ice and on the bench, and all new faces across the ice from them as they are set to begin a new season in a new league as they join the East Central Senior Hockey League. And we'll talk more about that throughout the night. Your starting goaltenders For the Wainwright Rustlers, number 49, Nolan Goodwin, and across the ice for the visiting Forestburg Flyers, it's Brandon Davis, and we are underway. The Rustlers win the opening draw as Norman quickly moves up towards Dicker. He shovels it down into the corner and chases it down himself on the forecheck. Flyers able to clear the zone, and Norman has to turn around and chase it. Davis swings it around behind the Rustlers' goal. Norman's there to pick it up. Gets it to Dicker. All the way across the ice. It's Carson James trying to feed it pass to the middle of the ice. It's knocked away and scooped up and held onto for a faceoff. The Rustlers have a pair of ECSHL games under their belt now, going 1-1 on the season so far. Forestburg 1-2 on the season coming into this Friday night game in Wainwright for the Rustlers home opener. Rustlers work it down into the corner. Woodward to the pass out front, and the Rustlers cash in early. It's Mike Shirley with a nice pass from Woodward out of the corner. Finds Shirley in the top of the slot, and he buries one in the Rustlers. Off to an early 1-0 lead. Shirley now carries the puck across the blue line, looking for a teammate. He had one in the low slot. He gets the puck back in the high slot now. Can't handle that pass, though, and the Rustlers send it in deep. Comerford battling along the wall, but the Flyers get a hold of it, send it down the ice. Now Perkins scoops it behind the net. Fletcher's there to pick it up, tries to chip it off the boards, but it gets knocked down. He's got to turn around and chase it back in the corner. He's battling for it there now. Alongside Brett Leggett, the puck comes loose now in behind the net. Perkins is there to pick it up. And now we get a whistle penalty called. Looks like it's going to be against the Rustlers. A cross check. That's going to be Brett Leggett heading to the penalty box. 2 minutes for cross checking as the Rustlers go on the penalty kill here shortly after taking the early lead. The Rustlers win the draw here. Can't clear the zone, though. A long shot from the point is deflected wide. Went off the pant leg of Derek Pfister. Now loose puck in the crease. Goodwin tries to jump on it. It squeaks underneath him. And it's cleared out of harm's way up and over the glass. And we get a whistle here. Flyers win the draw, and a wrist shot from the point is knocked down with the blocker of Goodwin. The Flyers chip it deep into the corner. Now Pfister's going to pick up the loose puck, take his time, turns around and fires it down the ice. Carson James hot in pursuit. The goaltender comes and plays it around the boards. Rustlers able to keep it in the zone, though, and kill some more time off this penalty. Now the Flyers, right up the middle of the ice. They cross the blue line, cut to the outside, deep into the left corner, trying to slide a pass out in front. But Goodwin got his big goaltender paddle in front of that, broke up the play, and the Rustlers able to clear the zone once again. Halfway through this Leggett cross-checking minor. And now the Flyers carried across the blue line. Line centering pass goes right across the ice. Now the Flyers work it down low once again. Try a little backhand shot towards the goal. That one's tipped wide. Now battle behind the net once again. The puck comes out to the blue line, but a good shot block there by Comerford. Clausen takes a whack at it, trying to clear the puck. Can't get much on it, but Mullet's there to help him out. Clears it all the way down the ice. 10 seconds to go on the penalty kill now. Comerford keeping it inside the blue line as the Rustlers kill off the dying seconds of this penalty kill. And they maintain the zone surely with a shot on goal. Save made. Forestburg can't clear the zone in the first opportunity, but they do the second time around, but a little too strong that time, and it's going to be icing as Berg chases it down. An offensive zone face-off now. It's Blake Fletcher out there with Tyler Ray on his left and Tyler Dorland on his right. Dorland gets the puck, slides a back post pass. It gets knocked away, and now the Flyers able to clear the zone. Norman picks it up there at center ice. Quickly turns it back up ice. But Ray had it knocked off his stick, and now the Flyers pick it up right in front of the Rustlers bench and dump it in behind the Wainwright net. Miller tried to ring it around the boards, but that got knocked down. Now the Rustlers have to try again, but that pass attempt caught the referee in the leg. And now Miller will take his time in behind the net. His stretch pass right on the tape of Tyler Ray, and he's got a step on the defender, but lost control of the puck at the last second. All he could do was shovel it towards the goal. Rustlers still possession, though, looking for Ray in the high slot. That pass can get through a pair of defenders. Now Braden Davis carries it in for the Flyers all the way around the offensive zone into the far corner. And he gets it back there. Plays it across behind the net. Now cross crease pass doesn't connect. And a lucky break for the Rustlers as they battle for it behind the net again. Couple whacks at it from the blue paint, but Goodwin stands his ground, keeps the puck out. The Rustlers now moving up ice. Fletcher chips it in. And a huge hit there from Dicker. And the Rustlers able to get that puck back. Berg plays it in off the glass. James on the chase. Pfister's in there as well, but he can't get to it in time. And the Flyers will have a chance to clear the zone, and they just barely do. Now they get control of it. Kate across the blue line down the left wing. But a good defensive play made there by Ty Mullet. Now Berg from behind his own goal. Looking for an outlet pass. Woodward swoops behind the net. Carries the puck up to about center ice. Loses control of it. And the Flyers come the other way. That zone entry pass doesn't connect, and now the Rustlers have a chance to turn it up ice. It's Comerford. Can't quite get control of the puck through the neutral zone. And the Flyers steal it back once again. It's Curtis with a long shot from just inside the blue line. Knocked away by the blocker of Goodwin. Now Berg from deep in his own territory sends a bit of an alley-oop pass looking for Mike Shirley, but it was just out of his reach, and that's going to be an icing call against the Rustlers. 12:56 remaining in this first period, and the Rustlers holding on to a 1-0 lead. Comerford in for the draw. It's a Goodwin's right. The Flyers win it and play it around the boards into the near corner. Rustlers able to clear the zone, and now a chance here, but that puck just hopped over Comerford's stick as he was trying to bat it out of midair. And Norman picks it up in the corner. Tries to shovel it forward, but not enough juice on that to clear the zone. The Flyers get a Shot on goal from just inside the blue line, but the Rustlers now pick it up in the neutral zone. It's Shirley carrying the puck across the blue line, but he was getting harassed from behind, lost control of it. And the Rustlers almost had a scoring chance there, but we get a whistle. Looks like a penalty is coming. Shirley was tangled up with Brock Dobbin right in front of the Forestburg bench, right at the blue line there. And now it looks like we got an unsportsmanlike. And Shirley is ejected from the game. He's getting the old technical foul. And that's going to be it for the night for the game's only goal scorer. We'll see how this shakes out in terms of power play opportunities. Looks like it's going to be, well, I guess it'd be 2 for roughing and a game misconduct. So now the Rustlers with another penalty kill. They're 1 for 1 on the penalty kill so far. Forestburg works it into the near corner. Sheets leaves it there for Bish. His shot just wide on the blocker side, and it caroms off the boards and all the way down the ice. Holt hustles down to his own end to pick it up. Now Bish carrying it up through the middle of the ice. Crosses the red line, crosses the blue line down the right wing. Carries it in behind the net, looking for a pass into the crease, but it hit the side of the net. And the Flyers can't cash in on a good opportunity there. But they maintain possession, ringing around the boards into the near corner. But it bounces loose. And an opportunity there for Fletcher to clear it all the way down the ice. Some fresh legs for the Rustlers now. As they continue this penalty kill, 53 seconds left in the minor penalty to Shirley. The Rustlers clear the zone once again. Good forecheck by Pfister. Not allowing the Flyers a clean breakout here, but they're able to hold on to it across the blue line. And then a shot from Curtis goes well wide of the net. And the Rustlers with a chance to clear it once again, and they do. Down to 25 seconds left in this penalty kill now. Flyers chip it in deep. Mullet's there. They pick it up in the corner. And clears it all the way down the ice as the Rustlers are back to full strength. The Flyers send the puck in deep as we hit the halfway mark of this opening period. Leggett trying to dance through the middle of the ice, but got tripped up, and now he's offside as we get a whistle here as Carson Fletcher carried it in offside. 9:51 to go in the first period. Good face-off win there by Blake Fletcher. He carries it himself. It gets a short-sided opportunity all alone in front, but good save made there by Davis, and he covers it up for a whistle. The Rustlers have played for many years now in the Sask-Alta Senior Hockey League, as you well know if you followed the Rustlers for any amount of time. This offseason, they decided to make the transition to the more local league, a league that includes some nearby teams like Irma Aces, the UNN Jets, the Provost Combines. They also got teams in Oyen, Sedgwick, Stettler, Delburn, Coronation, and these Forestburg Flyers. So not as much travel for the Rustlers this season. It'll be a nice change for them. And it looks like it's going to be some great competition in this league as well. It's going to be a fun season to watch. Now Fletcher gets it to Norman at the point. His shot went off a skate and didn't make it to the net. Now Fletcher with it once again. Steps up to the faceoff dot, fires a high wrist shot on goal. Rebound comes down right in front of the net. And finally, Davis able to get a glove on it and freeze that puck for another faceoff. Clausen wins the draw now. Mullet from the point. His shot is deflected right in front of the net and up into the netting over the glass. So we get another faceoff here. Looks like that faceoff is going to come inside the zone. Clausen knocks it down now. He looks across the other side, and Ray had a great chance in front, but couldn't get all of that one-timer, and it fluttered over the net. Now the Flyers bang it off the glass, but just get it outside of the blue line. Berg's there to pick it up, feeds it to Ray, who chips it in deep and goes for a quick change. The Flyers with a stretch pass right up the middle of the ice. Ends up right on goal, and Goodwin's going to cover that one up and save himself any trouble from the forecheck. We got 8 minutes, 12 seconds left in this first period. The Rustlers still leading 1-0. Forestburg with the edge in shots, though, 8-6 as it stands right now. Good play by Dicker to bang that puck off the glass and out of the zone in tight quarters. But the Flyers able to get it back in right away. Dicker again with some good patience along the wall. Feeds it across to Miller. But his dump attempt gets knocked down. And now a nifty play by Pfister there to chip it forward to himself. Feeds it across. And Carson James scores. It's 2-0 for the Wainwright Rustlers. A nifty play by Derek Pfister as he and the Flyers defender had equal opportunity to that puck, and he just got the quick edge, sticking the blade of his stick out there to chip it forward to himself, played it down into the corner, got a nice pass into James, who buried it high glove side to give the Rustlers a 2-0 lead here. And now the Flyers send it in deep. There's no icing there. Norman tries to play it forward. Comerford has to go up and knock it down with his glove and clear it out to center ice. Now Comerford will get it back again. But his pass is intercepted. Now the Flyers able to chip it in behind the Rustlers' goal. And then Comerford carries across the blue line, but looked like Blake Fletcher was just a stride offside. Couldn't get back in time, so we'll get a face-off here just outside the blue line. Leggett wins the face-off here. We play back to Mullet, who sends it in right on goal from center ice. Davis catches that one in midair. Is going to hold on for the face-off. Leggett back in for the face-off once again. He wins it. The Rustlers get it back to the blue line. A hard shot. It was blocked before it could get to the net. Good shot block there by Braden Davis on a heavy slap shot. And now the Flyers carried across the blue line. An opportunity here in the high slot and a good save made by Goodwin. Just got a piece of it with his arm. and it deflects up into the netting. We'll get a face off here. We're going to get a charging penalty. Brett Leggett going to the box. It's going to be 2 minutes for charging. And the Rustlers, once again, for the third time in this opening period, on the penalty kill. Flyers win the face-off. That shot was blocked. And now an opportunity here. Carson James on the breakaway, shorthanded, looking for his second of the night. And he can't bury it. A good move made at the top of the crease, but he couldn't find the 5-hole. And a good save made there by Davis, mano a mano, with the Rustlers' second goal scorer. And now the Flyers carried across the blue line. They got numbers. They take the shot from the left wing. Goodwin gets a stick on it, or gets his arm on it, I should say. And now a flurry in front of the net. That puck squeaks just wide. Rustlers pick it up there, cleared all the way down the ice. And things are getting a little chippy down in Rustlers territory. Looked like Berg and Roth exchanging words there at the end of that sequence. Halfway through the Leggett charging minor now. As Comerford breaks up that pass, killing more time off this penalty. And the Flyers get it across the blue line, but aren't able to maintain possession. The Rustlers clear it once again. Good play made there by Carson Fletcher. The Rustlers once again put a stop to the Forestburg rush. They quickly turn it up ice. Cody Jackson lost the handle on it. Chased it down in the corner, and his centering pass from behind the net was stolen away. And now the Flyers trying to turn it up ice. They're struggling to maintain possession here. Jackson picks it up and just calmly shovels it back to center ice. Norman then sends it in deep. And that'll do it for the Leggett charging minor, and the Rustlers once again are back to full strength. Perfect 3 for 3 on the penalty kill tonight. Now Miller picks it up, shovels it forward to Leggett. Fletcher crosses the blue line on the right wing with some speed, cuts to the front of the net, tries to shovel one in. Davis stands his ground and makes a good save, and now the Flyers have a chance to clear it. They do, but it goes into the Rustlers bench, and we're going to get a face-off all the way down in Flyers territory. Clausen comes in and wins the draw. Back to the point. A wrist shot is deflected right near the face-off dot. But a save made by Davis, and he holds on once again. Flyers win the draw here, but Mullet keeps it inside the blue line. His shot just wide of the net. I think he was looking for a deflection there, and a good tip there. They score again. What a tip by Tyler Dorland in the high slot on a wrist shot from Berg at the point. It goes off the bar and in on the glove side. And at 3:33 left in the first period, the Rustlers take a 3-0 lead.
Now that's your goals for number 47. John Berg. I can drop it in.
Berg now plays it in deep. The Flyers pick it up behind their own net, ring it around the boards, but the Rustlers keep it in the zone once again, applying some pressure. It's Derek Pfister in the corner looking for the centering pass, and that's going to be a high stick as Dicker knocks it down from about 2 feet over his head. Pfister, Dicker, and James out there for the Rustlers with Perkins and Fletcher on the back end. Fletcher gets it off a face-off win, and his wrist shot is gloved down by Davis. We get another face-off coming up. Bit of a muddled draw there. Now battle for it behind the net. Dicker's the one that comes away with it. Looking for a man in the slot, but the passing lane is clogged up. He shovels it over to James. He gets knocked off his stick, though, and the Flyers able to clear the zone. Fletcher picks it up quickly and chips it back into the Forestburg end. Dicker now on the forecheck. Finds it in the corner, but he gets his pocket picked. The Rustler is able to get it back in the neutral zone. Now Pfister down the left wing. Comes in, fakes a shot, little toe drag around a defender, but doesn't have time to pull the trigger on a shot. So he finds a teammate in a nice nifty play there. Leggett had an opportunity there. And now we get one that goes in, but that was very clearly a high stick, so that one's going to get blown dead. Face off will come outside the blue line. Comerford wins the draw here. Miller's there to pick it up. Ship it into the Forestburg end, and now Comerford on the forecheck. Flyers get to it first, though, and they're able to clear the zone. Now they get it across the blue line, looking for an attack. Davis battling in the corner along with Miller. Miller comes away with it. Gets it to Comerford, who shovels it forward for Blake Fletcher. Fletcher plays it to an open spot, gets it himself and fires a quick wrist shot, but a good glove save made by Davis. And now the Rustlers are going to get their first power play opportunity of the night. Looks like a slashing call against Drew Bish. Still head to the box and serve 2 or less. 1:45 remaining in this opening period with the Rustlers holding on to a 3-0 lead. Rustlers win the draw. Berg with a heavy slap shot just wide of the net. And the Flyers able to clear the zone as they ring it around the boards and all the way down the ice. Goodwin leaves it there for Berg as his teammates regroup. We'll look for a breakout. Now Woodward feeds it to Berg at the point. Back to Woodward in the near corner. He finds the passing lane. Miller with a chance there, but a good save made. Flyers able to clear the zone, but it hit the linesman. Flyers are able to get to it anyway, and now we're going to get another whistle, and the Rustlers' power play goes by the wayside as we're going to get a tripping call against Ty Miller. And that'll send him to the penalty box for the remainder of this first period, because they're down to 59 seconds to go in this one. A little 4-on-4 hockey coming your way for the rest of this first period. Forestburg wins the draw, but Dicker picks off the pass to the point. He's got to step on the defender, and he makes a nice play right in front of the goal, but can't get over that quick glove hand of Davis. We're going to get a face-off here. Good opportunity there for Dicker. Rustlers win the draw once again, but Perkins can't get to it in time, and it squeaks by him out to center ice. Now Pfister picks up a loose puck, feeds it over to Fletcher. His pass hits a skate, and the Rustlers have to regroup. Now, with lots of time and space, Fletcher carries across the blue line, steps around the defender, goes around the back of the net, feeds it to Perkins at the point. His shot right in the skates of Braden Davis, and the Flyers are able to clear the zone. As the seconds tick down in this opening period, and the Rustlers content to take their time and let the clock run out on this one. That'll do it for the first 20 minutes of the Rustlers home opener this 2024 hockey season in the ECSHL. Rustlers lead 3-0 after 20 minutes of play. We'll have more 4-on-4 hockey when we come back after the intermission, but we're going to take a little break and we'll be back with you soon. Welcome back, hockey fans, as we start the second period here. We had 4-on-4 hockey for about 14 seconds, and now the Flyers set for a power play for the next 35 seconds. Miller still in the box as the Rustlers look to kill this one off. Flyers with possession in the Rustlers' end. They work it into the near corner. Now in behind the net. A centering pass from below the goal line is knocked away, but the Flyers maintain possession and a good tip right in front. And they get their first of the night. Looks like that redirect in front was made by Ben Roth off the shot from the point. And the Flyers start to claw their way back into this one. It's 3-1, just 50 seconds into the second period. Rustlers win the draw here now, and James carries across the blue line, but it gets knocked off his stick, and the Rustlers have to regroup. That pass to Dicker was well out of his reach. So we're going to get an icing call here. And it looks like Derek Pfister was arguing his case that he had the defender beat for the puck and it shouldn't have been icing. The linesman disagreed, but the referee took Pfister's side. So we get a face off at center ice. Rustlers work it in deep and it ends up right on goal. Davis jumps on that one and holds on for the face off. Pfister wins the draw and they work it back to the point. Perkins with a long shot gets redirected wide. James picks it up in the corner. Little spinorama in the corner there, and he feeds a pass over to Pfister, but it was just behind him and he couldn't pick it up cleanly. So now a battle in the corner ensues. The Flyers able to clear the zone. They chip it off the wall, and they got numbers coming the other way down the right wing. They fire a low shot on Goodwin. First save made. The rebound ended up right on the stick of Jed Curtis. But Goodwin with a good save on the second attempt as well. And now Forestburg out near center ice. Settle things down. They're able to work the puck across the blue line, but can't maintain possession of it. And the Rustlers send it the other way. Deep into Flyers territory, and the Rustlers go for a full change. Miller picks up the loose puck, slammed on the brakes behind his net, and scooted out in between his own goal and a forechecker, but was able to get away scot-free, and a shot on goal there from Clausen, from Cody Jackson, but the save was made, and now some rough stuff in front of the net here. Looks like not much is going to come of that. Just some spicy words exchanged. The officials break things up, and we're going to face off here outside of the blue line, right in front of the Rustlers bench. Flyers work it out to center ice, but they can't connect on that zone entry pass. And now Jackson carries it the other way for Wainwright. Swings it in behind the net. But the Rustlers can't do anything with that, and now the Flyers come the other way. Roth, the goal scorer for the Flyers, tries to work it in deep, gets knocked around by a couple Rustlers defenders there, and now Miller comes away with it. Steps around a forecheck, across the blue line, and we'll get a whistle here for offside as Blake Fletcher couldn't slow down in time. Rustlers win the draw. And Ray chips it in deep. Clausen hard on the forecheck. Tries to get to it first in the corner. He's battling for it now. And he's got the leverage up against the wall. Kicks it to himself, tries to work it up to the point, but couldn't get enough on it to swing it up the boards. Ray with a great job to knock it down just inside the blue line, though, and he'll chip it in deep and chase it down himself. He gets knocked down. Clausen in there to help out as well. Ray plays it up to the point, but Berg was along the wall and couldn't get to that centering pass in time. So he's got to chase it all the way back down, and that hard-working fourth line goes for a change. Good shift on their part. Now Darling gets bodied off the puck, but gets to it again along the wall just inside the blue line, and now we're going to get a whistle here. Looks like it's going to be a Forestburg penalty. It is, and the Rustlers will go back to the power play. Their last one lasted less than a minute, less than 30 seconds, in fact. So we'll look to get a couple scoring chances here and keep themselves in the power play. Brock Sheets heading to the box. It's going to be 2 minutes for holding. Now,
For penalty, number 10, Brock Sheets, 2 minutes for holding. 16.5.
a long shot, hard shot from the point from Ty Mullet. Goes off the shaft of the goaltender's stick up into the netting. We'll get a face off here to the glove side of Brendan Davis. Comerford in for the draw. Gets to the point to Mullet. He swings it around the boards. Fletcher can't quite get there in time, and Forestburg able to clear the zone. Now Badgery carries it in, and his shot goes off the stick of Mullet and flutters over the net. Now Mullet will pick it up, and we're going to get another Forestburg penalty coming up here. The Rustlers staring down a 5-on-3 power play, and the whistle goes there as the Flyers touch the puck. It's going to be a cross check called on the captain, Alex Badgery. He'll head to the box, 2 minutes for cross checking, and now the Rustlers have a minute and 16 seconds worth of a 5-on-3 power play with a good chance to extend this lead. Rustlers win the draw. Dicker has it now along the half wall. Gets it to Berg at the point. Berg fires a shot towards net, but it goes just wide. James has it now in the corner. Back to Berg at the point. Over to Miller. Miller with a shot. That one goes wide as well. Forestburg can't clear the zone. Berg gets there in time, gets it over to Miller. Miller steps in, top of the circle, fires a shot. But another good save made there by Davis. 50 seconds remaining in this 5-on-3. We got just a few ticks over 5 minutes gone in this second period. Pfister in for the draw, this power play unit. He's got Dicker on his left and James on his right. Berg and Miller on the point. And we'll redo the face-off here. Flyers will have to send somebody else to take the draw. Pfister wins it here. It's Miller on the left point. Steps to the middle of the ice. Feeds it over to Dicker. Back to Miller. His shot through traffic goes just wide. And now he'll have to chase it down. But he can't get there in time as the puck scoots into the neutral zone. He'll feed it across the ice to James. And now we're getting another whistle here. It's going to be another Flyers penalty. It's going to be a 2-minute slash and a 10-minute misconduct, which is a problem for this Flyers squad that showed up here with a pretty short bench already. It's going to be Drew Bish, the goal scorer for the Flyers, heading to the box. And now the Flyers, who were in tough to begin with the short bench, We're gonna have some 5-on-3 hockey for an extended period of time, unless the Rustlers can get on the scoreboard again. 4 Flyers in the penalty box right now. The Flyers currently have just as many players on the ice as they do in the penalty box as they do on their bench. 3 penalty killers and a goaltender, 4 in the box, 4 on the bench. And the Rustlers go to work here. A good chance there for Comerford, but he fans on the one-timer on the back door. Comerford now skates it up, feeds it over to Perkins, who's ready for a one-timer, but the pass is off the mark. Back to Perkins now. He winds and fires, and that hard shot is blocked valiantly by Nick Holt. Blake Fletcher now works it up to the point. Perkins feeds it over to Carson Fletcher. Back to Perkins. His shot goes off the skate, and a chance there. Blake scores. Blake Fletcher scores on the 5-on-3 power play and makes it 4-1 for the Rustlers. Now the Flyers get a fresh set of legs out there, but it's still going to be a 5-on-3 power play, I do believe. No, it's going to be 5-on-4. It's going to be 5-on-4. And now Berg carries it through the middle of the ice, crosses the blue line, steps around the defender, leaves the pass. Nice little drop pass in the low slot. Pfister with a golden opportunity, but a great save made by Davis. Oh. Rustlers win the draw once again. Hard shot from Miller. Good blocker save made there. Rustlers maintain possession. It's Miller from the point again. He gets it to James. That sharp angle shot was knocked down, and he gets his own rebound. Feeds it up to Berg. Back to James. And his pass looking for Miller was off the mark. Forestburg able to clear it all the way down the ice. Berg hard on the back check. Gets there in time to tie up that Forestburg player, Brock Dobbin. And the Rustlers come the other way. Pfister crosses the blue line, steps around defender. He's got room. He's got time. And he tucks it around the left pad of Davis and buries that one to make it a 5-1 lead for the Rustlers with just under 13 minutes to go in this second period. The Rustlers cash in on a slew of Flyers penalties and take advantage of the man advantage here with a pair of quick goals to give themselves the biggest lead of the night. It's 5-1. The Flyers cross the blue line, but just offside. A little quick there from Badgery as he was just a half stride too deep when the puck crossed the blue line, and we'll get a face-off here just to our left. Now Perkins lumbering through the neutral zone and chips it in deep. Flyers ring it around the boards. Jackson's there to pick it up. Shovels it into the corner, but the Flyers get a hold of it, and now they're able to escape the zone. Badgery carries across the blue line, chips it in towards the net, and a little too heavy for him to get back to it. And Goodwin's able to hold on there for the faceoff. Well, the Flyers had won the draw, but that puck was bouncing all over the place. The Rustlers are able to come away with it. Mullet sends it behind the net to Berg. Back to Mullet now. The Rustlers having a hard time exiting the zone for a moment here, but finally they're able to do so when Clausen redirects that stretch pass deep in behind the Flyers goal. Clausen now picks it up along the half wall, shovels it behind the net once again. Flyers ringing around the boards. It took a weird hop off the glass. The Rustlers are able to scoop that one up and ship it forward. Flyers trying to escape the zone here. The Rustlers able to pick it up. And a good opportunity there for Woodward at the side of the goal, but he fans on that one-timer, gets it back to Miller at the point. His wrist shot ends up right on goal. Davis wasn't quite sure where that was, but looks like it got lodged underneath his pad and just barely stayed out of the net. That thing, when he stood up, looked like it was centimeters from the goal line. Rustlers win the draw again. It's Woodward along the half wall. Feeds it over to Norman. Norman's shot is blocked. And that bouncing puck gets across the blue line. And now Badgery feeds it in deep. The Flyers trying to make something happen here, but good defensive play there by Comerford to break up that opportunity. And now the Rustlers come the other way. Woodward looks for an opportunity right in front. And an acrobatic play there by Davis that had a bouncing puck and he batted it up on his stick on his goaltender's paddle a couple times to get control of it. And he finally scooped it up and held on for a faceoff. Flyers able to clear the zone. Send it down the ice, but Fletcher's there to pick it up. James redirects that pass in deep, and Dicker in on the chase. James able to get a hold of it. Slings it over to the far corner. Dicker's there to pick it up. Slides it over to Pfister. Pfister leaves it there for Perkins, but it looks like he may have stepped on the puck or the blade of a Flyers stick, and the Flyers are able to get a hold of it. Great defensive play made there by Pfister to break up that cross ice pass. And now the Rustlers come the other way with numbers. It's James down the right wing. Goes to his backhand. Goes to his forehand on the short-sided chance there, but can't get it up high enough. Get it over the goaltender's glove. And now a shot from the point with a good save made by Davis. Mullet from the point winds, but ends up passing it down low. It's James along the goal line. Sends it in behind the net. Pfister's there. Dicker's there as well to help him out. Pfister steps out, fires a sharp angle shot, rattles off the post. And now Davis is able to leap on that puck and hold on for a faceoff. Now the Rustlers working up to the point. It's Berg there. Fires a long shot towards the goal, but just wide. And then a shot from Leggett is blocked, and the Flyers come the other way with all kinds of speed, trying to cut to the outside, but that one is swatted away by Berg in a good defensive play. Rustlers chip it off the glass down the ice, not far enough for icing, so the Flyers will scoop it up and regroup here. But a sneaky forecheck from Jackson forces a turnover, and now the Rustlers with possession in the offensive zone. They work it up to the point. It's Miller looking for a redirect in front. A second whack at it, a third whack at it. But Davis stands his ground and keeps the puck out. And now Norman trying to keep it in, but the linesman and his former teammate gets in his way. And now the Flyers with a chance to escape the zone. They come up the left wing, fire a shot on goal from the neutral zone. That one is handled easily by Goodwin. Clausen and Holt in for the draw, and Holt wins it for the Flyers. They tried to feed a shot towards the goal, but it got knocked down, and now the Rustlers come the other way. It's Ray feeding it back to the point. Clausen with a long, high shot. Missed everybody and caromed off the backboards, and now Norman able to send it in deep. Now Ray in the neutral zone. He'll skate it himself. Had a teammate coming off the bench, but couldn't get the pass to him. Now the Flyers feed it in deep, looking for a stretch pass that didn't connect. The Rustlers now have to battle for it in behind their own net. Badgery with a good effort behind the net, followed by Holt with a wraparound attempt. The Flyers showing signs of life here in the offensive zone. But the Rustlers able to steal it away and quickly work it up in the neutral zone. Woodward picks it up there. He slams on the brakes looking for some help. He finds it in the slot looking for Pfister, and that puck was bouncing too much on the pass. But Perkins picks up the loose puck in the high slot, and his low wrist shot beats Davis low glove side, and that's going to be another marker for the Rustlers. It's a 6-1 hockey game. Was there 6?
No, no.
Okay. Yeah, it was.
That was
Oh, that's a problem. Did I?
I don't know.
You don't know what I am. Here, the turkey is 13. Like you. From the whole thing, 1. 13. That's it.
No, it's going down. I want to unplug things and plug it back in because I don't know. I don't know what. Sorry for the delay, but we are back, and the Rustlers with a 6-1 lead. 5 minutes to go in this third period, and they carried across the blue line. Leggett comes in, gets slashed, and the Rustlers are going to get a power play out of that. And there's the whistle. Leggett with a golden scoring opportunity, but took a slash. And Jed Curtis is going to head to the box 2 minutes for slashing. Rustlers win the face-off. Fletcher on the point, walks the blue line, slams in the brakes, and looks for a redirect in the slot there, but Leggett got tied up. Now they're working in deep to Jackson. Fletcher with a shot from the point, a low risk shot again. Scores, and the Rustlers go up 7-1 with 4.5 minutes remaining in this second period.
November 55, Carson, voice actor, the role of Flushing, Jackson, on the hospital.
Now the Rustlers with possession in deep once again. Clausen with a backhand chance at the side of the goal. But a good save made by Davis, and the Flyers come the other way. Long shot from outside the blue line, and the save made on that shot from Dobbin. At least we got 4 minutes to go in this second period. Flyers won the faceoff, but the Rustlers quickly steal it away. It's Berg in behind his own net. Wainwright clears his zone, and Pfister's going to chase it down. He fired in behind the Forestburg net. And a bit of a soft shot there by Derek Pfister. Squeaks through Davis, and the Rustlers add another one. It's now 8-1 in favor of the home team.
Let's go. I can engage. Very twisted. I hold. 31. Twisted. 31.
And now Ray plays it off the glass in behind the Forestburg net. Davis comes out, plays around the glass himself. And now Ray with a shot from just inside the blue line misses the net, and the Flyers able to pick it up. They're able to chip it deep into Rustler territory, but Norman's there to pick it up. Now Norman across his own blue line through center ice. Across the opponent's blue line, carries it himself, that backhand chance trying to go up and over the shoulder of Davis. But it was knocked down. The Rustlers able to maintain possession off the rebound. But a couple good Forestburg sticks knocked it away for a moment, but the Rustlers able to get it back. Miller's shot goes off a skate and into the corner, and the Flyers able to clear the zone. Goes all the way down the ice, and that's going to be an icing call with 2:06 left in this second period. Rustlers win the draw, get it back to the point. Fletcher now looking for a shooting lane, doesn't have one, so he steps into the corner, cycles it around the zone. Woodward steps out to the faceoff dot and fires one off the crossbar. Forsberg picks it up in the corner, but sends it up into the netting, and that faceoff's going to remain in the offensive zone for the Rustlers. Rustlers win the draw. Clausen has it in behind the net. Cycles it down to Woodward. Woodward finds a passing lane to Fletcher at the point. He winds and fires and scores that one. Seeing eye puck through a number of bodies and beats Davis, who had no chance on that one. He was screened by about 4 players. And the Rustlers take a 9-1 lead with a minute and a half to go in this middle frame. And the Flyers had an opportunity looming there, but he gets blown down for an offside. We get a face-off here just outside the Rustlers' blue line. Wainwright wins that draw. But their breakout is stymied momentarily. They got to chase it back into their own end. Now Berg from behind his own net. Gets it to Pfister, but that looks like it's going to be a Rustlers penalty. So the Flyers will have a chance here for the power play opportunity with a minute 6 remaining in this second period. It's going to be Josh Berg, 2 minutes for hooking. Flyers win the draw, working to the point here, but a great forecheck, good pressure from Carson James. He chases that loose puck all the way down in the offensive territory. Sends a saucer pass towards the net. Pfister not able to knock it down, and the Flyers now bring it the other way. They cross the blue line. Chance here as they work it into the slot, but a good save made by Goodwin with the big glove hand of his. Now Norman skates it through the neutral zone himself, steps around a defender, fires a low shot. Save made by Davis there. The Flyers try to work it up the wing and get a power play breakout going here, but looks like the gas in the tank is starting to run a little low in this second period. 10 seconds to go here before the buzzer. The puck squirts out in the neutral zone, and that'll all but do it for the middle frame as the Rustlers lead 9-1 after 40 minutes in their 2024 home opener. Leading on the shot clock 40-16 as Davis has just been peppered all night long. But he'll head to the room and try to shake it off. The Rustlers will head to the room and rest up and come out for a third and final period of this home opener. We're going to take a break as well. We'll be back with you shortly. Don't go far. Welcome back, folks, for the start of this third period. It's a 9-1 runaway for the home team here as the Rustlers look to salt away their 2024 home opener against the Forestburg Flyers. But Forestburg coming out with some pace early in the third period. They score! The Flyers trying to make this third period exciting early on. They score 20 seconds in. On the power play. Impressive stuff from the Forestburg Flyers. I apologize, I didn't catch the number there on the goal. I think it was Badgery. We'll see what the official announcement is.
Forestburg goal.
I apologize. It was Ben Roth, his second of the game. He scored both Flyers goals here tonight as they've got a large mountain to climb, but the Flyers trying to make things interesting here early in the third period. Forestburg now works it up the right wing. They cross the blue line, feed it to the middle of the ice. And a hard shot right on goal, but a good save made by Goodwin. Rebound lands on a Rustler's stick. They work it up ice and almost a stretch pass there for Leggett. But just out of his reach. The Rustlers able to keep it inside the blue line, though. Mr. centering pass got knocked down. He'll get it back in the corner, though. He's got Berg at the point. He'll feed it back there. Berg's shot looking for a redirect in front. And now Pfister with a second chance there. What a good save made. And now we're getting a whistle. Looks like it's going to be a Rustler penalty. I do believe it's going to be a slash. Kelly Paul's referee says. And referee Pauls is going to send Derek Pfister to the box 2 minutes for slashing. So the Flyers, who cashed in on the power play 20 seconds into this third period, will have another opportunity here. Rustlers with that shorthanded face-off, able to clear the zone. Connor James is looking for a stretch pass, but a great effort on the forecheck by, Carson James, not Connor. And James forces a turnover, gets the puck back to the Rustlers. They kill a little bit of time and send it all the way down the ice.
Like an orange ticket, 419, 2550,
Well, a $750 50-50 for the Rustlers tonight. Not the biggest crowd we've seen at a Rustlers game. So if you're listening from home and you live in town or nearby, come on down for the next game. It's a good atmosphere here, a lot of fun. Come cheer on your hometown team. And now the Flyers enter the zone here as they've got 55 seconds remaining on this power play opportunity. They work it into the far corner. It's Davis with the puck, slams on the brakes and spins around the corner before he works it up to the point. And then that shot was knocked down. Rustlers get it back and they're able to clear the zone all the way down the ice. Fish picks it up there. Plays it off the wall. Holt couldn't handle that pass off the boards, and the Rustlers could hold it clear down the ice, and then Woodward with a sharp angle shot on the forecheck. The save was made, and the Forestburg Flyers work it all the way down the ice. They're battling in behind the net now. Norman's in there for the Rustlers. Fletcher's in there for the Rustlers. And now Wainwright's back to full strength, looking for a stretch pass here as Pfister came out of the box, but couldn't get it to him in time. Now they do. From the top of the circle, he fires a shot high, and it's knocked down by Davis with his shoulder, and Forestburg's able to clear the zone. Norman with it now in front of his own net. Gets it to Miller. Back to Norman. He sends it forward to Jackson. Forestburg steals it back, swings it around the boards, and is able to clear the zone. But the Rustlers steal it back quickly. Not able to do much with it, though, and now the Flyers come the other way. And now a shot from outside the blue line gets knocked down. And the second opportunity there from the top of the circle from Badgery, but a good reflexes by Goodwin on the kick save that was on the shot that was redirected. Now the Rustlers come the other way. They got a chance in tight. Davis got spun around in his crease. He was sprawling and sprawled in the right direction, was able to keep that puck out of the net and avoid double digits here as the Flyers come the other way. They send it to the high slot and a good shot block there by Josh Berg. And now Ray comes down the right wing flying, but his shot ends up right in the breadbasket and held onto by Davis. Just a little over 5 minutes expired in this third period here on a Friday night in Wainwright. It's 9-2 for the Wainwright Rustlers as they look to get back to 500 in their inaugural season in the ECSHL. Flyers win the draw and work it in behind their own net, but they're not able to clear the zone. Berg with a quick wrist shot from the point. With a save made there and held on to for another face-off. Rustlers win the draw, working across the blue line. Mullet with a shot that goes off a skate. Berg is able to pick up that redirect and keep it in the zone. Now Ray from the half wall, his sharp angle shot goes off the pad of Davis. Now Berg from the point once again. He tries to feed it back to Clausen, but he's not able to get a stick on that pass as it was redirected right before it reached him. Clausen battling in the corner, holds onto the puck, cycles it down low. Dorland's there to pick it up. He spins around, has it pinned against the wall in the corner now. Ray's there to pick it up. He gets it down to Pfister, who just stepped on the ice. He spins around and fires a backhand pass into the slot. But Mullet wasn't able to connect on that one. And now the Flyers with a chance to come the other way. But a good intercept there by Carson James. He winds and fires, but that one goes off a Forestburg skate. Puck down low, it's James. He gets it up to the point to Perkins. Back to James in the half wall. He steps up to the point, steps into the slot, turns and fires, and that fluttering puck caught Davis off guard right between the wickets. Well, that'll make it a double-digit night for the Rustlers as Carson James scores and extends this Rustler lead. Flyers win the draw here. They're quickly swarmed by orange jerseys. Now Pfister with it right in front of the penalty boxes. Tried to feed it to Dicker, but got it back. Got it back once again. And now James will send it in deep and Dicker in on the forecheck. Flyers can't clear the zone. Fletcher keeps it in, and his wrist shot from the point is swallowed up by Davis, and he'll hold on for a faceoff. 12:34 left in this one. The Flyers enter the zone. Nice little move there and a good opportunity. Good effort there by Ben Roth, looking for his third of the night, but he was stymied by Nolan Goodwin, and Rustlers quickly come the other way with a scoring opportunity. Can't bury it. And now Miller's shot was blocked and knocked down. Flyers come the other way. They cross the blue line. Steps into the slot. Firing a shot and they score. The Flyers get on the board once again. On a heck of an effort by Drew Bish. Give these Flyers all kinds of props coming in here into Wainwright with a short bench. Playing their hearts out. And an absolutely incredible one-man effort there by Bish.
That Forestburg girl is very big. And right. Oh,
And that makes it 10-3 in favor of the Rustlers as the Flyers just won't say die, which is exciting to watch. All kinds of energy out of these guys. The puck trickles in on the Flyers goal, and Davis will hold on to that one. Flyers now skated through the neutral zone. Trying to break into the zone. They end up having to dump it in. Goodwin's going to come out of his crease and leave it there for Berg. Berg looks for a stretch pass. It got knocked down, but it still got to the teammate he was looking for. Now Clausen with a chance here, but it gets knocked off his stick. The Flyers come the other way. Bish now in the neutral zone, looking for the stretch pass, but it was picked off by the Rustlers. Now Perkins picks it up behind his own net. They slow things down a little bit, leave it there for Pfister. Pfister with a nice little move, looking for James, but that was just a few inches out of his reach. The Rustlers have to regroup. Perkins with it now. Feeds it to Fletcher. His stretch pass is knocked down. Perkins picks up the loose puck, carries it himself through the neutral zone, steps around a defender. Chance now in front, but his pass looking for Dorland was knocked away. Fletcher with it now. Fires a shot right on goal, but a save made. Rustlers pick up the rebound. The Flyers able to steal it away and they move it up ice. But we're going to get a whistle here. Little extracurriculars in front of the Flyers goal. Now it looks like Tyler Dorland's going to be heading to the box. That's going to be a 4-minute spearing penalty. So now the Flyers with an extended power play opportunity, trying to claw their way back in. 9:17 left in this third period, and they got a 4-minute power play. Rustlers win the draw, though. Norman smacks it off the boards, but can't clear the zone. Miller will pick up that loose puck and get the job done, sending it down the ice. Now Bish works it through the center ice, but it got knocked off his stick just as he was trying to enter the zone. Nice little move from Holt to avoid a forecheck and send that puck in deep. Comerford's able to pick it up, though, and send it all the way down the ice. Davis will come out and play it. Having a little fun with it. Plays it in behind his own net. The Rustlers keep it inside the blue line. Only momentarily, though, and now the Flyers come the other way. Holt with it now in the high slot. He fires a shot, but a good blocker save made by Goodwin. Rustlers able to clear the zone. They're going to get a partial line change in here. Berg using his big body to knock that puck loose, and now a chance in tight for the Rustlers, but that goes by the wayside. Now the Flyers come the other way. That hard shot goes over the net. Flyers maintain possession just for a moment, though, and Dicker's able to clear it on the backhand. Almost all the way down the ice, killing more time off this double minor, which is halfway through now. 2 minutes to go on this penalty kill for the Rustlers. Fletcher picks it up, sends a stretch pass to Pfister. Pfister's got a chance in the breakaway, shorthanded. But that wrist shot from the slot ends up right in the mitt of Brendan Davis, and he's going to hold on for a faceoff. 7 minutes to go in the third period, 1:46 remaining in the Dorland double minor. Perkins.
We're going to take it 6-5 to 6-0 under the game. Remember, Nixon is well into the control. Thanks to everyone for taking this.
Well, the Rustlers come the other way. It's Pfister with another shorthanded opportunity. Slams in the brakes, trying to step around a defender, but that puck bobbled on him and he had to hold up. Now, a chance right in front. James is trying to redirect that shot from Pfister, but didn't get much on it. The Flyers send it in deep, but the Rustlers pick it up and clear the zone once again. "35 seconds left in this power play for the Flyers as they work it in deep in behind the Rustlers' goal. Right behind the net now. A battle ensues down there. They get it up to the point. That shot looking for a redirect. No redirect came, and the shot goes well wide, and the Rustler is able to pick it up. They play it off the glass and all the way down the ice, and that's going to do it for the Dorland double minor as he steps back onto the ice. And now almost a chance there for Cody Jackson. It looks like he might have stepped on a stick and lost an edge. The Flyers were able to clear it. Rustlers move it up ice quickly. Leggett picks it up in the corner. Rustlers then work it up to the point, and now a tip right in front. But a good kick save made there by Davis. Wainwright now works across the blue line. Can't get it very deep, though. Eventually, they're able to get a shot on goal. Davis with the save, and he holds on for the faceoff. So with 4 minutes, 20 seconds left in this game, it's a 10-3 hockey game. And that's going to be that for these two teams, barring the comeback of all time for the Flyers, who played admirably. Struggled on that word for a second. Oh, and that's puck went into the net. They're going to call a high stick. A high stick redirect on the Rustlers. That's going to be no goal. Face off coming outside the blue line. The Flyers come into Wainwright. A bit of a short bench. Rustlers with a full roster. They ran away with it in the second period. And the Flyers never said die. Even now, still skating with all kinds of pace and playing quite well. Just can't keep up with the Rustlers' full bench tonight. And you got to give kudos to Brendan Davis. He's been peppered with 53 shots tonight. He's let in 10 goals. A couple of them were softies. A couple of them he couldn't see. But to see 53 shots in a night is not a fun experience for anybody. So hats off to Brendan Davis for his effort tonight. But as the clock starts to wind down on this one, we're down to 3 minutes, 15 seconds. The Rustlers will move to 2-1 on the early stages of this season in their inaugural season in the ECSHL. Forestburg Flyers will drop to 1-2. The Rustlers will have a quick turnaround as they head down Highway 41 and make their way to Huenton tomorrow to play the Jets. Just about a half hour's drive away from here. And for the Flyers, they'll have the rest of the weekend off. They will reconvene on home ice next Friday, November 22nd, when they host the Provost Combines, who coming into play tonight were 2-0 2-0-1 on the season. And the Flyers will look to get their winning ways back against Provost as Derek Pfister picks up a nice little pass from the corner from Dicker and fires one short side over the blocker of Brandon Davis and makes this an 11-3 hockey game. The next home game for the Wainwright Rustlers will be 2 weeks from now on Friday, November 29th. I won't be with you because I'm previously engaged, as I'll be involved in the local theater production that weekend. But the game will still be available to watch here on YouTube. And I'll be back with you the weekend after that. But the Rustlers will host the Provost Combines next Friday, November 29th, and it'll be Kids Sport Night here in Wainwright as we hold a couple of fundraising raffles and whatnot, and puck toss and raise some money for Kids Sport, a very worthy cause here in the community. And if you weren't with us at the start of the game, I want to give a special shout out to Miss Rodeo Wainwright, Ashley Torpy, who did the ceremonial puck drop to start this match. And the Rustlers honorary captain, which is something they do for every home game. They bring out a youngster out on the ice, put him in a Rustlers jersey, let the players skate around in warm-ups and come on out for the anthem and whatnot at the start of the game. And a very special moment for young Rustlers hockey fans, and today in the season home opener was Case Miller. So big shout out to young Case Miller, whose father is Ty Miller, who's rejoined the Rustlers after a handful of years of not playing for the local squad. And he's now back on the blue line and locking down the defensive end for the Rustlers this year in the ECSHL. 40 seconds to go in this one as the Rustlers look to salt away an 11-3 victory on home ice. Getting things started off on the right foot here at the Peace Memorial Multiplex, the Vision Credit Union Arena. And as the time ticks down, we get just a little bit of rough stuff in the corner, but nothing serious. These boys know it's time to call it a night. And that's going to do it tonight. As the Rustlers move to 2-1 on the season, winning 11-3 on home ice over the Forestburg Flyers. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight and enjoying this good night of Rustlers hockey here in Wainwright. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll see you next time on this Rustlers stream. Once again, I'm Zach McLaughlin, bringing you the play-by-play with the lovely Raina Murray, running the camera to my left. Thanks again for joining us. Stay safe, stay warm, and we'll talk to you soon.